write this? Is this you playing?
Powered by
I wish. Thanks, Riverside. All right, that's enough of that one. Docty, do you want to start? Do you want me to start on this one? I don't know where to start on this one.
Well, let's just say welcome back. It's been a while since we've done a couple podcasts like this, so it's good to get this kinks worked out. There's been some changes around the clinic and so forth, so we're starting off, but we're going to do our usual. We're going to check in for the week. So we'll have Dr. D take us off.
Yeah, I know Docty is going to touch on this a little bit more, but I'm basically running the day-to-days in the clinic. So it's been fun, challenging, but rewarding at the same time. It's almost like drinking from a garden hose to drinking from a fire hose. You feel like you're done with stuff, but then you're not done with stuff. You have to go get other things done. But otherwise, it's been great. I can't complain. It's just other than that, making sure that I'm doing what I need to do. And also at the same time, evolving as a clinician and as a person has been the biggest growth and challenge on my end. So
for sure,
it's been fun. Seen a lot of fun cases. I think it's also fun to kind of, transition care from, really Doc T to me. And, when someone's been with Doc T for like 20 years and they come see me, they have that skepticism right in the beginning, which I understand. I fully understand.
100%.
And then, they feel the thumbs and they're like, oh, this is close. I'm like, that's all I was aiming for.
This ain't so far off.
Yeah. So, it's been cool to get the trust from the patients and, just even building my own patient base back. So, yeah, that's basically been that in a nutshell. How's it been on your end here?
Weird. Yeah, just weird. Not touching patients every day. Going to more where I'm looking at numbers and books and marketing, and it's just weird. Yeah. That's just not you never know what it's going to feel like until you're sitting in the room doing it. And then you start doing it, you're like, this is kind of weird. But also fun. Like you, I get to learn new things. Like my schedule is completely different now. That's just the way it is. So I'd say the biggest challenge has been being patient and not overloading you with every Doc T-ism there is in the planet.
Yeah. And
letting you kind of develop your own growth and do your thing. Because it's natural and it's good. You're doing great. It's just one of those things that I'm such a control freak and I've been doing it for so long. It's interesting to sit back and just kind of go, watch somebody else take the reins and roll with it. So, but it's been also fun because the podcast you guys have been doing, some of the other PTs and whatnot have been fun. We're currently looking for another Chiro PT masseuse something to join us as well, which is kind of fun as well. You know what I'm most looking forward to on that piece though?
What?
Giving them the Strength Finder quiz.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yes.
To speak about that one a little bit, that one is fun. It's just because when we took it as an office when it looked a little bit different. We had other people in, and just we're kind of seeing how we all like worked together. Because I think you talked to like another fellow doc in another field to understand like how does a team dynamic work, especially in a small office. And I was the lucky one to land on the person that completes the job. And I was like, oh, thanks, guys. I get everything thrown on my plate. Just one. Everyone else had, everyone, really relates really well. Everyone likes to go, market or do business stuff. It was great. And then I was the one that says, okay, how do we do this? That was
my
me.
top 5 strength is I complete tasks. There you go. It's shocking. I just went, actually, go ahead.
Yeah. What was funny was I sat there and I thought about my time in the office. I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense because I tell the interns all this all the time whenever they were in. I was like, yeah, you see, 90% of this office was because I put it together.
I put those pieces together. Dude, it's I remember those days too in G1. Love you, G. Right. It's a fascinating thing, and it's funny because I just happened to look those over last week, I think it was. And I was kind of laughing going, it's interesting because of the group of people that really did all this, there's the 5 core of us kind of are all the same people with nuances. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I'm obviously the overthinker and business planner. Alvin has a little more empathy to it. So did Nandi. Yeah. And you had the finishing thing. So it's interesting to see how these pieces came together. Yeah. So But the person coming in when that happens is definitely taking it because we have to find somebody that's something there. I would love to find one that had completes tasks.
Oh yeah, it's like
Just to help. Just to help.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
There are a lot of tasks to complete. Yes.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But then I also got. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that's just been fun. I think what's cool is that I've been able to kind of see that from patient and doctor side. Just because, like, as you know, how we operate, we've always been patient first. So sometimes, like, even in some cases, I was talking to you about where some weird things were. I don't know why this is happening, like with the medial subluxation of the knee. We could kind of talk about that at a different time, but medial subluxations of the knee, I just kind of sat there and said, technically, this is what the book says, but how do we actually get there to what we need to get? And I found. I didn't want to tell her I was messing around in front of her, but I was kind of messing around with a couple exercises in front of her, and it worked.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool, you keep that. So we were working together using my skill set and her skill set that she had, right? And it made sense and do it a little bit better, but, you know, there's other things that I wanted to check on, so referring out appropriately. For sure. But, it's kind of cool to see it together. Good. Yeah.
I don't, you think you had a post about the diagnosis, and I apologize for my wandering eyes. I'm looking out a window, and so I have the attention span of a squirrel. It's like, huh? Oh. So anyway, but when you're working with patients and even the diagnosis thing, your end all be all goal why they showed up to come see you is to figure out what's going on, not just get rid of pain. Like getting rid of pain is not the goal. It's just the initial goal, like the first 2-3 visits. But ultimately, what our whole mantra and philosophy is what's going on? Why are you going through whatever it is you're going through? Yeah. And that's the practice part of being a doctor.
Yeah.
You know? And no textbook is going to tell you anything. Yeah. It's shocking how much the textbooks don't know. They give you the basics. Like, here's what the engine looks like, but it doesn't tell you how it runs. And so it's like... And it can run without a few pieces if you want to. So it gets interesting. I was just doing a post and I was kind of going through that in my head again. Like, it's interesting because the body has so many ways to compensate. And this little girl we're talking about, she's a conundrum. She's tough. She's got something going on that is just that the dots aren't adding up. They're not connecting very well. So very smart to refer out because that's your job is to, you know, once you identify you're kind of hit a ceiling and kind of, let's go get another opinion from somebody's different eyeballs.
Oh, yeah. I think what was cool about it, too, was I was just, as you know, Dr. I'm pretty honest about, like, what it's going to be, so I have to learn on, like, sometimes, like, packaging things a little bit better. But what I was telling her, I was like, hey, I think we're in the right track, but I'm not happy with where we're at currently. So let's go. I just want to explore other options, just kind of see where it's at, just for your benefit.
For sure.
And the best part about it is the mom was in the room too, and you could see the relief that she kind of got out of that as well. I'm like, hey, I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not trying to drag out care longer than it needs to be. In some ways, I want to kick you out of the office as fast as I can. But I felt like my skill set was good, but I wanted other eyes on it, just to make sure we're doing the right things for this patient.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't want anything to get missed. And if you have a different, like we refer out to somebody called Dr. Goswami, who does stem cell PRP stuff, great guy, but you want to send it to somebody like that who's seen a bunch of broken knees over his career. And so he might go, oh, I've seen this before. This is what we're going to do. Versus us going, we've seen things like this before. Yeah. I've only had one patient I could think of that had this kind of problem too. But it's one of those things like, you know, you handled it perfectly, and the patients, this is what we always tell patients, you know, one, it's a relationship. So if you're not getting better soon, then you're in the wrong space. It shouldn't take 6 months. Like, it just shouldn't. And so from there, the next step is I'm ready to say, I've thrown the kitchen sink at you. We've gotten you a little bit better, but you're just not turning the corner like we would expect you to. Yeah. So off you go. Yeah. So it's not. We're not. No. And I love this part too. Oh yeah. It's like, I'm not breaking up with you. I just got to have somebody else look at you real quick. We're not breaking up. Just I need to see this person for a minute. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that case, there's always a case that you go back and think about all the time. Yeah, that's the case where I just sit there at home and like, what could I have done different? What am I supposed to do? What do the books say? what does ChatGPT say, just so I can get a different viewpoint on something. Like, I'm just exhausting all the resources that I have, and then when it's done, I send it to someone else that has already exhausted their resources. So it's been cool to learn interprofessional relationships that way. And I think even with like Nandi and Alvin, sometimes I'll just come up to them and be like, okay, this is what I've done with this patient. What would you do? What would you do differently? I'll even ask Tom in the corner. I'll ask him, and grabbed a lot of great information from them too. So it's been fun. It's been interesting.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're very fortunate to have the people around you have as a new doc. I mean, even though we worked together for almost over 3 years, you still can only absorb so much at a time.
Yeah.
Where you go, I know this from somewhere. It's like, oh yeah, we talked about it 3 years ago. But oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But having that luxury is like, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well,
I almost hate to say it was like working with you was almost like another residency, because it was like another 3-year period of my life where it's like, oh, this is cool, and I'm learning, and obviously I was being my own doc at the same time, but it's like, oh yeah, now it's a different time period has happened, and now I'm applying, and now that first patient that I see after everything is done, it was like, oh wait, yeah, I am the doctor in the room, so I have to go make this decision. Yep.
It's all on you now. It's always funny when interns come out and they're all ready to go and whatever. And I always smile and I say, it feels different when you walk in that room and that patient's there to see you. They're paying you to fix them. And now it's all on you. There's no doc above you. There's no reference. It's like, it's all you. And I go, it hits different then. All of a sudden you're like, oh, okay. So it's a fascinating process to go through. So.
Oh, yeah. So it kind of felt like that again. Obviously, I was much more prepared this time than the first time. But it was like, oh, yeah, I know this feeling. I exactly know this feeling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's funny how it works. Well, my week was very interesting because I had one day, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and all of a sudden my phone just went kaboom. I got text, email, notifications, this, that, and I was like, what's going on? They finally released a schedule for our camps, OTAs, camps, and like that. Because as I'm watching right now, the draft is actually going on as we speak. And so I always have to watch and kind of look at the faces of the people I'll be seeing in a couple weeks, because that makes my job a little easier. But it's a interesting feeling when you've had a few weeks off and you haven't done anything, haven't talked, you haven't thought football at all, and then all of a sudden, bam, 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 you're like, oh, here we go. I was like, that was a very short off season, very fascinating. So yeah, it's gonna be, and everybody's very excited about the season. I think we had a good draft so far. We've got a lot of good people back. So it's going to be another one of those, like, everybody stay healthy, please. And teams are going to be fun to watch. And we have an interesting, I think the schedule comes out in 2 weeks. But we do play Baltimore this year.
That'll be fun.
In Baltimore.
Okay, never mind.
So it's like, oh boy.
Let's hope it's not super cold parts.
So you look at the schedule, we've got Miami, Tampa Bay, and then we have Baltimore. Who's the other one? Who's the other one on our schedule? I'll have to look that up real quick. But anyway, so we got these games on the East Coast. Well, the cold ones are going to be your Baltimore, Kansas City, Denver. And you pray that those, all those come up around, September, October, maybe October, November. So it's not too hot. Yeah. You don't want Miami in September. That's for sure. So,
that's hot.
Yeah. I went there 1 year, I think our second year with the team.
Yeah.
And I walked from the hotel to like a convenience store thing. I get there's a club soda I like. So I was off to go get, we play Buffalo. Okay. There you go. So we go to Buffalo. Oh God, Buffalo Balls. Yeah, please be in September. But anyway, so I'm walking from the hotel to the place, and it was 88 degrees and 100% humidity. I was wearing just a t-shirt. Yeah. By the time I got to, and I walked in the shade. By the time I got to the store, I was drenched, drenched, and I was like, "Oh, this is miserable."
Oh yeah. Well, like as a California kid, right? We don't really get too much humidity. But one thing I realized I forgot to mention on the podcast, I've been doing a lot of sideline and dugout work for like the high school teams that I'm a part of. So it's been fun. We just happened to have like a heat wave in California a couple weeks ago. And that's when I found out dugouts during the humidity while it's hot, not fun. Like, why am I sitting here in like
easy bake oven in there?
Oh yeah, and these kids are sweating. I brought extra water. I'm like, I'm just sitting here and I've pounded 2 of my bottles already, and it's only the second inning. So I don't know what we're gonna do at the end of this game.
That's crazy. How was that going with the teams?
Well, it's been fun. It's been fun. There, thank God, as you know, you hope and pray you don't ever really have to work. Meaning that if someone goes down, you don't want to have to like get emergency situations involved. Although we're ready to go do so, but you hope it's I get paid just to go sit and watch this game. But for the most part, it's been really fun. Hearing the kids and like really having them trust me with some of their injuries. I found out baseball players will hide a lot of stuff in terms of like, arm's not feeling great. And I'm like, hey, let's go talk about why it's not feeling great or how many pitches did you throw last time and all that stuff. So it's been cool for them to like trust me with their injuries and really go off of that, working on my taping. And obviously they always want to be taped like 30 seconds before they go out into the field. And I'm like, dude, I need more time than that to
I need a couple minutes at least.
I was like, I could get through it fast, but do you want it to be good is the question.
Absolutely, and stay on for the game.
Oh yeah, so it's been fun to go see that. Obviously we have our own like small little dugout traditions now. They found out like if I throw seeds in the 3rd inning, they tend to win. I don't know. I spilled them one time in the 3rd inning, so all of us just being dumb idiots in the corner, we're just dropping seeds in the 3rd inning. Cool.
Drop around.
Yep.
Don't know what it's going to do, but we'll do that.
Yep. But it's been really fun. I found out so far the guys' dugouts, they're quiet but intense. And then whenever I had to go cover a softball game, they're very supportive of each other. Like, very supportive.
They're loud, yes.
They're loud. Yeah,
I remember working a softball game like that. It's crazy. Crazy.
I kind of prefer the softball game sometimes.
They're a little more fun.
So,
yeah.
It's good fun, though.
Yeah. Because they got like cheers, and they got cheers for each player, and just all kinds of fun stuff they do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're much more animated. Is the best way to say it.
Oh, that's the best way. Yeah, that is the best way to say it. Otherwise, it's been fun either way. But it's to your point, in the humidity and the heat, I was just dying, and I have I have the polo that just doesn't breathe well, and like I'm supposed to look like the professional, and I'm drenching sweat over them. It's kind of fun.
Hard look professional when it's hot, yes, or freezing cold. Either one, yeah.
I haven't done that yet, but how's that been on your end?
That's funny. So back to the schedule. Yeah, that's what we really hope for. We see this, especially when you got 2 Florida games, and 2 like East Coast games. That's
Outside of Buffalo, who's the other East Coast?
Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, Baltimore. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier.
That's going to be
hopefully those aren't during the
Monday.
Cold yeah,
that'll be a Monday or Thursday night game.
Okay.
Maybe a Sunday night game, but it'll be a night game for sure because they got our old defensive coordinator, their new head coach. Mm-hmm. And I think we took one of the running backs. I think we got their fullback. Yeah, it's been it'll be an interesting.
Been trading, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting game for sure. And we get to play the first round draft pick twice in Vegas.
Nice. So
I think this is the 3rd or 4th season that we've played the team that had the number 1 pick. Oh. And Fernando Mendoza, yeah. So it's going to be that'll be interesting. I'm very anxious for the schedule, not just because whenever you have Florida games, you're always like, please be in December, please be in December, please be in December. But we'll see. Buffalo's not bad, even when it's cold. It's not that cold. They just tend to get a lot of snow. So that's gonna be an interesting one too. So
yeah, with you traveling with the teams, right? How does that look like in terms of that? And what I mean by that is obviously when I see you go travel with the teams, it's like a whole week process. Like you're going to the team the week prior, working on some stuff, then you travel with the team, right? Are you working on anything specific, or do they just want you to be there? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it's kind of it's very interesting during the week. So recovery day on Monday, treatment usually on a Wednesday, before we get into the weekend games. That's usually just kind of like whoever wants to get some things worked on. Yeah. These players, I mean, we always remember like they're still 23, 24, 25-year-old kids, right? So it's not like they're 40-year-old vets that know they have to take care of their body. It's more like I feel pretty good today. I'm gone, and they take off. And I can't. If I had a nickel for every player walked up and said, "Doc, I'm gonna be right back," and I don't see him again till the weekend. And it's understandable, right? So I've had to tackle a few, like stand in front of a few, like grab them, like, get over here. So that's kind of what our week. The pregame is chaos. It's 3 hours of, because they all have their routine, right? So they all have whatever routine. Like a couple guys, two other guys go play catch with a baseball. Other guys are like literally playing catch with a football. Other ones are doing band stuff. Like everybody has a little routine they do, and we fit because of what we do so well in a certain part of that routine, and most importantly, the timing of that. So that's where having two of us there, away games are harder, is you're just going through as best you can, but it's basically what you and I do in the office in 30, 45 minutes, we're doing in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. And you're just trying to get them where they're mentally ready to do whatever it is they think they need to go do. And that's it. I mean, it's at the end of every pre-game, they go out to the field to like warm up. If we're traveling by myself, the other chiro's with me, we sit down and we're like, oh, okay. Like, let's get ready to go out to the game now and stand on the sideline for 3 hours, and just in case we're needed. And so we're there just like you are with the team. Anytime you work with a team, you're really paid to be there if needed and hope that we don't need you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you, not need you, not need you, not have you. And so that's 99% of our time. Ortho's all the same stuff. We're there as a precautionary, like we're here just in case, but I don't want to have to use you. Now, we're very fortunate because we're not going to really be dealing with anything broken. So they got a neck spasm, or they got a little rib stuck, or their low back's tightening up. That's all stuff we can work on like this, real time on the sideline, jump at the table, no big deal. But I will tell you one funny thing. When you're working on a player on a table at the sideline, you are literally 6 feet from the fans. So if you're traveling at a different stadium, it's not quiet by any means. And they're not saying nice things. So it's kind of a funny thing to think like, yeah, professionally I'm trying to focus, but behind you I got these hecklers that are just ripping this player a new one, and you're just going, So that kind of stuff is kind of a fun.
Yeah, I only ever got to experience a little bit of that one time, right? But not on your level, because you're doing it at the pro level. Mine's at high school. Grandpa was talking trash in the corner to one of the other softball things. Here's the thing: as a professional, I'm going there, and funny enough, it was actually the other team's player that got hurt, like got hit in the face by a ball. So I'm like, I should go check and see if she's good, right? Yeah. Thankfully, it wasn't anything too bad, but just wanted to go check. But other grandfathers out in the corner is talking trash about the other players, and I have to be honest, it was creative. So I have to look her dead in the eye, and we're talking. And I'm trying not to laugh because it was like that was a good one. I might have to steal that one if I'm talking trash. But
totally stealing that one.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure like you probably heard some of that on
ours is quite violent. Yeah. There's a lot of death to your family, and it's there's some I've heard. I'm like, they yell at me and they're like talking to me, and I go, I'm just the doctor. Who are you going to intimidate me? I don't. I'm not even getting on the field. Like, so it's wild out there for those fans. That's for sure. It is a wild ride, but yes. So we're all excited and gearing up and ready to go and do year 10. 10 years.
That's a big one.
So fast. I was going through all my passes.
10 years?
Honestly, I didn't know if I'd get past one season because they don't make you feel initially, because they don't know who you are, right?
Yeah.
They don't know. They're like, we're going to give it a try, and if it works out, great. If not, then we'll find someone else or what have you. And so now it's like the other Chiro and I, we've been there 10 years, like, we're the people they have the box checked so they don't have to worry about us. And that for everybody is all they ask for. So that's good. So, but no, I thought, I had no idea. Like even now we're like, well, how much longer are you going to do it? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I guess when it's not fun or my body can't handle it anymore, because it does wear and tear on you, the travel, the working on the guys, like, because they don't get any older. I do.
Yeah.
Every few years we got another set of 20 new guys who are all 23, 24, 25, a few vets, but they just, they outgrow the game too. Injuries or just getting older or whatever. But me, every year I'm back. I'm just a year older. Like my birthday is tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah, I was going to say happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah. So, I know you can't tell by looking at me, but I'm going to be 53. And so that's the only consideration you have is just how it wears and tears on your body. Mm-hmm. But it's fun, especially now. I mean, we had a few tough years when I first started out, but now with Harbaugh going, the team is just, last year was unfortunate. so many injuries, and that just happens. That's football.
Yeah.
So this year we're just fingers crossed that we, honestly, if you're 75% healthy, you're in a good spot. Week 16,
for football?
17, 18,
Yes.
you're in a great spot, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of, fingers crossed. But I'm excited because we brought in so many kind of new players that fit really well. I was sad to see our defense coordinator go because he was amazing.
He was fantastic.
But that's
he was fantastic.
Yeah, that's just football, right? So, and I'm curious to see if we can get Herbert not being the number 1 sacked quarterback in the league. That would be very helpful.
Big. I
So,
think drafting
that'd be great. Yeah,
offensive tackle is important.
it's well, we brought that. We brought over a couple other people.
Yeah.
And we had one guy we brought in late last year who's just huge, and muscle huge. I think he stuck around too. So, and we're healthy. I mean, we got Alt back. We got Rayshawn back. Knock on wood, they stay healthy again. We should look good. And the running back we brought over from Baltimore with our other guy, I'm like, it's going to be like, it's an exciting thing, exciting thing. So we're, now it's just a matter of, we got rookie camp starts next week. And then, was it OTAs? Pull calendar up here real quick. I love, this is
happening soon.
honestly, yeah,
It's
for
happening
sure.
soon.
Like this is the fun stuff. You get these emails and you're like, oh, you get like tingles. You're like, oh, here we go. It gets all exciting again. Yep, cool. Yeah, so the schedule goes. This is just fun to share for people out there because they don't obviously get these emails. But we got basically rookie camp next week, and then they go into what's called football school. So their schedule is basically. I'm allowed to read this, which is fun. It's basically going to be.
Let's not share too much if you're not allowed to.
No. It's kind of like, what do they do? It's like they basically have workouts, treatments, and meetings. Because technically it's some page where the coaches cannot be on the field.
Oh, that
So
part
the
of
athletic
season?
training staff, and the trainers, the strength coaches, they're out there kind of running all the stuff on the field. So it's kind of a fun, it's just like get in shape, meet the people, new guys come in because they signed some new guys that brought in.
Yeah.
The rooks are all going to come next week because they're all, obviously the draft is going on right now. So they check in next Tuesday, I think, go through their physicals, and then off and running. And then we're in 2 weeks, I think.
Nice.
We start our schedule. So, but I mean, I sent it to my wife when I got it, and she sent me back, she's like, already? I was like, I know, it's crazy how fast it goes. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess one fun question to tie it all in, right? From treating pros to just regular, everyday, quote-unquote, civilian people, would you say that there's a lot of crossover between, or is it more like,
100%.
Yeah.
It's so here's the dynamic part. Like when I say us, what I'm referring to is what makes us dynamic compared to some others is not like I'm a sports chiropractor, I'm this and that. It's more like we're like in the back of my mind. So like that girl, I don't think she plays any sports at the moment because of her knee. But say she was a soccer player.
Yeah.
There's no real difference between a professional offensive lineman, a high school hockey player, and an 8th grade soccer player or 8-year-old soccer player in this sense. Like obviously the intensity at which they play, the other people or combatants they're with, whatever. Yeah. But we're looking at them in a treatment standpoint is one, get you out of pain. We just got to do that, right? Two is how do we fix your body in a way that it can handle the stress of that sport that you're going to go compete in. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of really the beauty of like when you say there's a crossover, like, I mean, 110%. It's the same thing, but I treat them like I've got Rayshawn on the table dealing with, I would say, a foot. Well, I'm going to treat him the same way I'm going to treat an 8-year-old soccer player. Yeah. It has a foot problem. Like, it's still the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. The difference is our minds are putting together the puzzle that is this athlete getting back on that field, regardless of the level. Doesn't matter what level it is. Mm-hmm. It just matters on that person. Now, 100%. The complexities with the football player is like, for example, Khalil Mack. He's had a few injuries. Yeah. So his body is going to be a little different than a rookie who maybe doesn't have as many injuries or as many miles on it or whatever, right? So those are things when you're working on tissue and dealing with things, you're going to notice and feel. I mean, you work with the guys. Their hamstrings feel different than a cyclist's hamstrings do, right? They're just going to feel a little different. And that's only because, I just realized this, it looks like I'm wearing a robe.
You're fine.
You are fine. I'm not wearing a robe.
You are fine.
I'll take this off. There we go. It's just a t-shirt. It's a long sleeve. But it's a fascinating prospect with that, because at first I didn't know when I first started with the team. Like when you went in your first day to work on that spring ball, you're like, I don't know what to expect. Like, is this going to be different? And then you start working on them and go, no, it's just their leg weighs 100 pounds as opposed to their whole body. Mm-hmm. And otherwise it's the same thing. Like their hamstrings are just longer and a little bigger, lineman and source. But the crossovers is 100%. Like I leave the facility there, and I go to the office here on patients. It's the same thing, just different sizes.
Oh yeah. I would say, like, in my experience, I think what prepped me outside of the training that you've given me, obviously, for the hands-on part, was actually learning how to work with a team. Because, funny enough, I run into it here, because we have Alvin and Nandi and Tom and Dan here. Just being able to talk through, like, okay, this is what's happening. What do you see? What do I see? How do we get here? If not, let's go phone in Dr. Goswami. Like, stuff like that. I didn't realize, like, how important that was, and how that would translate to, like, me working with schools or working with, like, that team there.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, as you know, just to let the public in a little bit on some stuff, like, obviously we can't talk about everything that goes in, but we have a specific job when we are there. So if something new pops up, it has to be reported to someone else. That's just a little bit higher up the chain. I had no problems doing that, because I already knew how to do that everywhere else. So that's a big one. So, like, it's not that, you know, obviously to the media side, we get the doctored version of, like, they're dealing with X, Y, and Z. There's no secrets in the team. Like, everyone knows what we're dealing with and what our job is to do there. So it was really cool to, like, see that work real time. I'm like, oh, I'm so used to doing this anyways. Let me just go tell this person that this is happening, and this is why we have to check on other things. So that was
what I learned. To your point, like, our practice is a group practice, right? We're all individual doctors, but we work together. Not everybody is cut out to do that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody's, and I don't know what word to use. I don't want to say ego or confidence or whatever, but some people feel like they're weak if they go to another doctor and ask a question. Where we're empowered that we even have that option. And it's not judged. It's like, no, oh, this is great. Oh, you did that? It's like, some people like group practices, some don't. And so when you go to a team event, it's a group practice.
Oh, 100%.
With multiple disciplines. And like at the pro level, obviously we've got, when I say everything, I'm talking dentist, pharmacist, phlebotomist, orthopedic, regular doctor, life coaches, us, PTs, everything. It's mind-blowing how many people are actually operating on this whole level. But we all have to work together, and that's, I think, the cool part is you're getting to see so early in your career that you enjoy a group practice. You actually like that. And then others in the past we've worked with, not so much. Like, they just kind of want to do their own thing.
There's
nothing wrong with that. But the sooner you can find that out about yourself, the more enjoyable your career is going to be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Because you're just getting started. I mean, you're 4 years into 25. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're young, maybe longer.
We'll find out. We'll see how the body says. We'll see what the body says.
Yes.
But I think the coolest thing is I got to actually kind of see that a little bit real time this last couple of weeks. Got a newer patient. It was a dad of a patient that I saw with completely different related injuries. The son was a baseball pitcher, had a shoulder thing going on. Figured that out pretty fast. Gave him a couple strength things. He comes in very once in a while just for maintenance, right? But the dad came in because he had a hip problem kind of going on. We talked about it, and then he brought up that technically, it was hip arthritis related, and he already talked with orthopedic surgeons about, like, potentials of surgery and things like that. Now, obviously those are, like, big words to kind of deal with, especially for a person that thinks surgery, this is the end of, like, my time, right? So I sat there, I was able to talk, I treated him, we were getting progress, but to our benefit and just the weird opportunity, Nandi's had a hip replacement. So I was like, oh, wait.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he's mentioned on the podcast before, so I'm fine bringing that up. But he's had a hip replacement before, so I was like, oh, okay, well, let me go treat.
I had no idea.
Let's go do everything that we need to do, and send him over, and we say, like, hey, this is what that looks like if you need to go, right? And then they had their talk.
That's crazy.
And then we're making that clinical decision together, and I thought that was cool just because we were able to see not only does Nadi have a great personality about him, but he has, the personal experience of having gone through it, what he wishes he'd done earlier or later, and then 2, he has his clinical brain. So I'm like, oh, that's perfect. Go over there, go talk, and then he sent him back, and now we're developing a plan together to kind of make sense for this person.
Isn't it funny how we've mentioned this catchphrase of we understand you, we know you because we are you?
Oh yeah.
And I laugh because I remember one of the podcasts we went over all the injuries and things I've done to myself. I'm like, half the reason I know what I know is because I've done it to myself. like from jamming a toe to spraining an ankle to, although I've never broken a bone. I've cracked my skull, but never broken anything else.
Fracture, yeah.
Yeah, I mean my pinky's crooked, but that's more like it got jammed in volleyball and it just never went straight again. But
I got those too.
yeah, but like, well, you're without an ACL.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's been a fun convo.
Yeah, I still have most of my body parts in me. They're just beat up a little bit. That's all.
Oh yeah.
So that's funny.
But yeah, being able to send that patient over was really cool. And then even just using my own knee as an example to patients that are considering, like, do I get the surgery? Do I not get the surgery? Do I get knee replacement? And what's fun is that I get to relate, tell them my story, not necessarily give them false hope, but give them hope, right? But also lay out the black and white of like, okay, if it was here, I would do this. If it wasn't there, I'd do this. In considering their lifestyle, this is what we want to do. So it's been
100%.
It's been cool to. Although my mom says don't get injured, it's like, Mom, it helps my job. So
it does. It's not the most ideal way to do it, but it definitely helps. I mean, shoot, half of what I know is literally because I've done it, and I'm like, I didn't know you could stress fracture your own pelvis by squatting wrong.
Yeah,
I never thought about that. I was like, oh, look at that, I can.
Yep, which is funny. I feel like we need a whole podcast about everyone in the office and their injuries. That could be fun.
I think it's funny because when patients start talking to you, and then you're like, oh, and you can kind of, oh, I've done such and such, and they kind of instantly go, oh, okay. And I think too, because if you haven't been through the rehab process, right, even a minor one, people understand. It is like I was just working out the other day in the garage, and my wife came out, and I'm doing I'm trying to baby my knee a little bit, my back, everything's feeling better, but I'm doing my bridges, and I'm doing my marches, and I'm doing my clams. I'm like, it is like the most boring thing on the planet. I can't stand it. But because we've been through it and we understand and we do it, now when we talk to our patients, we're like, hey, I understand. This is worse than watching grass grow. However, I also know, because I've done it, it's going to help your situation.
Yeah.
Monumentally. And when I see their brain, and you've seen this more and more now, when their head, their mind clicks and they go, oh, it's helping, it's like, there you go. And it's kind of an exciting thing. Because you're like, I know it seems simple. Most things are. If you just break it down and take your time and just let your body heal.
Yeah.
It's a great concept. Ironically, very funny enough, it's like the most simple thing to do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's so ridiculous.
Absolutely. So yeah, whether you're a pro athlete or whether you're, just a high school student or even you just want to go get checked for aches and pains that have been happening, we take the same approach whether the pro or the child is we need to know what your goals are. And funny enough, we've probably had those injuries too, so we know how to do everything together.
Amen. And you know what the craziest thing? So this is the part that gets me too, because I went to a dentist. We found a good dentist finally.
Good. Yeah.
And the dentist himself actually did a cleaning on my teeth. This kind of sounds gross, but you'll be all right. He spent 90 minutes cleaning my teeth.
That's a long
time. The dentist. Not a hygienist, something like that. The dentist. And he educated me on something. Like, you're the first dentist in my entire life. And I've seen more dentists than most people have seen, like, distant cousins. Like, I've seen so many dentists, right? And he actually just explained everything to me. And I was like, and she goes, brushing your teeth with toothpaste, whatever. Flossing, paramount. And did you know the back tooth, you're supposed to floss between that gum and the tooth?
I've heard, but I've never done it. So I guess I'm doing it now.
You should do it. I had no idea. I thought that was like a safe space. And he goes, no. I was like, awesome. So that was a very funny story. I don't know why I'm sharing that, what we're talking about, that I got into a dentist.
I think we're talking about, like, since they've gone through some stuff, they understand how that goes, and it's one-on-one with your
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so it's interesting, but you have these examples. Oh, shoot. So we just drafted, get ready for this one.
Okay.
6'2", 312 pounds.
That's a big boy.
That's a D tackle from South Carolina we got.
I gotta make sure my table can hold that.
It's crazy because I'm 6 foot 200. He's only a couple inches taller than me and 112 pounds.
100 pounds. Yep.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I'm a strong guy, but yeah, I'm not sure if my table can handle all that, so I'm gonna make sure it can.
My table squeaked a few times where I'm like, oh boy.
Oh yeah. So yeah, working with pro teams, I think that's one thing people kind of forget. It was like, yeah, we have to make sure our equipment is rated for that heavy and that much, because not only do they put their weight on it, sometimes we have to put our weight plus their weight on top of it. So you have to read everything, make sure it lines up.
If you're doing a T-spine adjustment and you're dropping on them,
Oh,
that table's about to assume 500 pounds. Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know, so when I got my Chiro Lux table, I actually was on the phone with one of the, like, not owner, but higher up guys. And I told him, I go, I'm going to be with the Chargers. I'm going to be adjusting 325, 30-pound men. And I'm 200 pounds. Will this table hold up? And they go, hold on one second. And like 5 minutes later, you'll be fine. You'll be good. Yep, just put the safety bracket at the bottom. You'll be good. I was like,
yeah.
I love that you had to consult somebody on that to make sure.
Oh yeah, because we have to deal with that. Because like I told my girlfriend about it. It's like, how do you deal with? Because she knows that I'm not a tall guy. I'm 5'4", 5'5" at the best day, right? She's like, how do you deal with, like, 6 foot, 300 pound guys? I was like, well, to be honest, sometimes I have to tackle them. That's kind of part of the job.
Yep.
That is what it is.
It's yeah. I mean, the ultimate goal is you need that joint to move. So I got to do what I got to do.
Oh yeah. Yep. So I mean, you've seen me. I'm like, they're face down. We're going for it. I'm gonna be sore.
Oh yeah, almost like a running start.
Oh yeah. Go for it. Yeah. So we had a laugh about that one, but yeah, that's if they're 300, like if they're in the mid 300s, so someone can get that big. Yeah, that's over 500 pounds on that table. So we have to make sure that's okay and
with some force.
It is what it is. That's life. The things that you never thought you'd think about that we have to think about.
Why would you? Yes. Like people ask, like, what's the difference between a professional player and you? I'm like, you're a human. They're not human. That they're just they're like that guy, 6'2", 300 plus pounds. That's not a normal patient walking through your door.
No.
So
that's the one where you see him, you're like, oh, you're definitely different.
Yeah,
you're different.
Too funny. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I got nothing else.
That was good. Yeah, we're good. I gotta shut this down. I want to go over next time. So I want to get into some golf and low back. I was watching the Masters a couple weeks ago, and I remember, our guy back, a couple years ago we worked with for the Corn Ferry Tour. But I want to jump on that because that's something that I was doing. I'm preparing a little, not podcast, but like a post and stuff, talking about this, and I was deep diving into pictures and movements and mechanics and TPI and all that stuff, and I was like, we haven't talked about this in like forever. So
yeah, me and Nandi brushed on something, but I'd love to hear everything on that one. So that way, one, you guys can learn a little bit more. One, I could learn a couple tricks that Doc T has that I don't have yet, and we can kind of go off of that. All right, so to wrap this one up, I'm Dr. David, and that is Dr. Carl over there, and we're good. I'm gonna click this random one. Cool, sounds good to me.